How to launch an app. This was a big thing for people in South by, and I'll tell you why. It's because they're all in the shadow of these two companies, Twitter and Foursquare. Both had their sort of coming out breakout parties. Foursquare 2 years ago at South by, and Twitter 4 years ago. Somebody will correct me, that's absolutely fine. I'm not really interested in facts. That's why I'm advertising. If you can get your app taken up at South by, and there were plenty of blogs beforehand sort of indicating, forecasting who's going to be the breakout app of this year. And I don't think there was a breakout app, there were just too many and they all do too many different things, but plenty of people did it right. I'll just show you a couple that were kind of interesting. One is an app called Hashable. The best way I can describe it is like Foursquare, but instead of checking in with places, you check in with people. The other way to describe it is like LinkedIn, but without being a dick about it. Yeah, LinkedIn, you're not really allowed to connect with anybody unless you know them in real life, and it's kind of, you don't want to connect with too many people too far below you. You're trying to connect with people. It's kind of a club for dickheads. But I mean, we're all in it, it doesn't really matter. But Hashable's like, hey, I just met this person, just had a coffee with this person. Hey, you two people should meet because I know you two, and you're in totally different cities, but you should get together and blah blah blah. So it's like networking, you know, greased up and lubed up for the mobile generation. Interesting how they launched it. They didn't take out a stand. In fact, I don't think anybody from Hashable was actually there. They sent 20 Hashable power users to Austin to hash with as many people as they could in a week, and they built virally an instant Hashable network amongst them. I fell in love with these dudes, despite the fact that the CEO is actually a friend of Mark Ryan's. You know, he normally sends me running, but bunch of Aussie guys, and they've done an iPhone app that lets you create and upload and then search for and download audio walking tours of various places. Take a photo with your iPhone, talk about what's so cool about this place, mark it on a map, move on to the next place. So you can make your own tours, you know, cool sneaker shops in Brooklyn, nice wineries in the Hunter Valley, awesome different food places in whatever you want, you know. And they took out a stand and they've launched it there, and they're moving the company to San Francisco. They hooked up with Austrade, got a bunch of financial assistance to go over there, and talking to venture capital partners, and I think away they go. It was great. So they basically encouraged people to set up their own, talked to a bunch of locals beforehand, got people to do, there were 40 or 50 new walking tours of Austin, downtown Austin, by the end of the conference because people were using it. Group Me is like group private messaging service, so you can set a little network up just temporarily to talk to people. Live Share, I've been trying to use this app. It's a little bit early, it's a little bit fiddly, but essentially group photo sharing privately. So you could all go on a trip and all contribute to a similar photo stream and then share individual bits of that out through. It's predicated on Facebook as a platform. Remember, everything's a platform now. Near was location-based reminders. So you can say, here's my shopping list, don't tell me until I'm in the fucking supermarket. Or, geez, I've got to call that guy when I get to the office. Don't remind me until I'm in the office. Have you ever had that, had somebody do that stupid thing and say, oh, I need you to remind me of XYZ, and they go, oh, XYZ. Sometimes I hate myself. Acts of Sharing. Really cool little site where you create a library of all your personal possessions you are willing to share with your circle of friends. DVDs, books, cars, children, wives, whatever it may be, and then you can swap and trade. And that's like a bookmarking and reminder service. So it's like, hey, you borrowed that wife from that guy down the street, you should hand it back by 6 in the morning. Or the DVD.